Hello, vinyl community and YouTubers everywhere. Today I'm going to show the first 7 records of Creedence Clearwater Revival in my collection. I'm going to talk about reissues and how some of the records sound and what you might want to watch for. I'll also have one compilation, which might be the only one you want to get. Creedence Clearwater Revival is one of those bands people bought the records and they played them. So finding the originals, the early presses in good condition are, I wouldn't say impossible, but it's darn hard. Some of you guys that been back in vinyl for a long time, you maybe picked up some back when it was easier to find a VG Plus or near mint minus copy of a first press. All of the first 7 have been reissued many times over the years, and so I'm going to show the copies I have and talk about them a little bit and what's available. So if you're a Creedence fan, stay tuned and we'll get to the records. Their first record, self-titled, this is second press. How do you tell a second press? This is actually printed on the jacket. May have been a hype sticker on some early ones, but it says that it can introducing Susie Q. Of course, one of their biggest hits and one of the tunes that got them going, and one of the ones that they didn't write, or John Fogerty didn't write. I have not seen a first press without the Susie Q sticker on it. These are all deep groove presses. You can see quite a bit of ring wear on this, and this record was graded VG, $10, and that's not bad, and it plays fine and sounds fine. But to get these just really clean is really difficult. The good news about this record is all of these have been reissued many times over the years, and you can buy current reissues. I'm going to talk about a little bit the situation. The difference is all the reissues aren't the same. So here's the first one. Got the sticker on the cover, even the same one here. This is 2002 remastered from the original master tapes by Kevin Gray and Steve Hoffman and pressed at Analog Productions. These have been sold out some time at Analog Productions. This was 2002. They did it again in 2014. I'm not sure how many times they can do these. Both of them are sold out, and I suggest that people that want the high quality, when they can get these, a few that I'm going to show that are still available from acousticsounds.com, Analog Productions, better snap them up, because these things start going for big money really quick. And this is one case where I have an original early press and I have the remaster Analog Productions, and these definitely sound better. A lot more presence, a lot more likeness on the record. Now for many of you, probably most of you, the early presses will all sound just fine. But if you want that little extra bit, there were very few of these. I got this one mint, came from Germany. I got it off of Discogs, and at a tolerable, almost reasonable price. And so I'm saying I'm happy to get that one. And their second record, 1969, Bayou Country. This later press, obvious, you see the barcode. This is a 1983 repress, and if you look at this, jacket looks pretty good shape. Not much ring wear or whatever, but I made a note here. jacket is way better condition than the record. Okay, this one and a couple of other ones I'm going to show, they were redone, 200 gram, remastered from the original tapes by Analog Productions. They are not available. And if you go to Discogs and find one of these for sale, particularly mint, they're bringing big money. And one of my concerns, complaints, situation that maybe some of you can help with, Analog Productions got one that they press, quality record pressing, but it doesn't say remastered. The ones where they say remastered from a couple years ago, those are all sold out. So I'm not sure what all the differences are there. And I guess, like a lot of this stuff, wherever it came from, a good chance Digital Master, would probably be happy with it anyway. Their third record, Willie and the Poor Boys, 1969. Good news here, folks. This is Analog Productions, quality record pressing, remastered. This one is available at the regular price from acousticsounds.com right now. These were done in 2014. I don't know why a couple of these in 2014, I guess they were slightly slower sellers, are still available. And they're what we might think of their best ones. Those things have been sold out for quite a while now. So this thing sounds fantastic. I can tell you that one. Another one of these here. Their next record, 1969, Green River. This one, jacket's in pretty good shape. It has a peel label with somebody's name on it. It says it's good plus the VG. Again, $10 for this, and that's discounted off of the price what's on it. So that's about where these things are going now. This is another one of those. You can buy a brand new fresh press of this record, but the ones that definitely say remastered, they aren't available. Now, all of these, the records have looked the same. Fantasy, Deep Groove press. So thought I'd just hold one record up and show it. So, I got two of these, and the one I just showed, jacket's in considerably better condition. This one's kind of what you always find, lots of ring wear. Good Plus is rated, and this one I paid about $7 for it, and I got to compare those two. Now, I wouldn't mind buying one of the new represses. If I do, they were going to sound as good as those ones they did a couple years ago. Next record, 1970, their fifth record, Good News, Pendulum. Got this recently from acousticsounds.com, so this one is still available at the record price. And again, if you have any record price, regular price. If you have any interest in these, grab them, because I can tell you what happens. The two or three that I'm showing here that you still can't get, you have trouble finding a good copy on Discogs for $100. And so, what we hear about the tapes, the company's not wanting to give up the tapes and don't want them to leave the country if that's the case, and the tapes getting in poorer condition and all these things, they're being digitized. Yes, records are not an investment, but these records, may be that many of these things don't get reissued from the original tapes in the future and remastered and so forth, and so that's going to make these records a little more desirable. Their next record, 1970, Cosmos Factory. This one seems to be a little more common than some of them. This shows quite a bit of ring wear. There's the record in the back. Again, Analog Productions, 2014. I checked on this one. There was like one copy for sale on Discogs of the remaster one, and it was only like in good plus condition, and it was like $100. Unbelievable, and how quick they go. And so another good one, and the one good thing is that my record store had probably 3 or 4 copies of this one, so you can kind of pick up a little better copy. And then their next record, this was their 7th record. That they were only a trio here, and this was the end of Creedence Clearwater Revival. And one of the viewers said geez, I can't read my own writing, an unpretty end to Creedence Clearwater. Anyway, this one's available. This one didn't get very good reviews, but it's pretty good. Mardi Gras. And again, the good news is, just haven't opened this one up and played it yet, still sealed, but it's available at the regular price, and so I say grab it up. Well, if you're not the world's biggest Creedence fan, I had this record before I got all those others. Creedence Clearwater Revival. This one is called Chronicle, featuring John Fogerty, the 20 greatest hits, and the reviewer said that every one of their 19 hit singles is on this 2-record LP. Let's see what the label looks like there. I got this record, still in the shrink, record close to near mint minus for $7. This record's from 1976. Sounds great, excellent sounding record, and so if you're not really into all that other stuff, I mean 19 hits is a lot of hits, so unless you're really a fan, good chance that's all you need. Now, of course, until fairly recently I didn't have any vinyl. I probably had the CD of what this was. I don't remember. I had 20 Greatest Hits CD, so I'd listen to that for years. So a little update here on Creedence. I love their music, and get them while they're hot or get them worn out. Forgot to mention when I was showing the records, on their first record here, side 1, their giant hit, Susie Q, over an 8.5 minute long performance. Only 3 tunes on side A of the record. Some nice psych guitar, and just really enjoyable listen. Now on this record, the compilation, Susie Q, yeah, it's on here, but it's only about 4.5 minutes, and it's still an excellent performance, but you miss out on all of that great instrumental solo work that's on the original edition. So keep 'em spinning, and see you all on down the trail.